welcome back to Central Valley Talk. Our seniors edition, we meet here every Wednesday at 2 o'clock and talk about issues facing seniors. But this next guest, anybody could benefit from his knowledge and his advice. He's our Mac guy, your Mac guy, Doug Cox. Welcome, Doug.
Howdy.
So much going on. COVID's out there, huh?
Howdy. Oh, yeah, COVID's out there.
COVID's out there, but
is that what you're leading with?
Yeah, I'm leading with COVID. Can people get help on their computer during COVID?
Yeah. I have been making many house calls because people want to stay connected. Yeah. Even with COVID. Maybe
more now.
And of course, I wear a mask and take care of all those other sanitation needs.
You do it safe.
Because I'm not going to spread COVID. That's for sure.
And you don't want to catch it.
I don't want to catch it either. Yeah. I'm a junior senior.
Yeah, junior senior. I'm a senior now. So Mac. Your Mac guy, he's your Mac guy, he's my Mac guy, Doug Cox. And by the way, his phone number is 277-iMac.
Yes.
If you want to call him, 277-iMac. Who do you help? Is it people just with computers, phones?
I do all kinds of things. Like people call me before they buy a Mac because they want to know what's new, what's out there. Should I buy it now? Should I wait a month? Things are coming from Apple. So maybe right now you want to maybe wait a little while if you can.
Let's talk about that for a minute. You think maybe they're coming out with some new stuff?
Yeah, there rumors are. Do you know there's actually a rumor site that keeps track of all the Mac rumor sites?
I bet there. I know there's rumors out there.
Well, there are rumors of new phones coming soon, and Apple is moving to its own processor.
Wow.
And that is going to start. They're promising the first computers by the end of the year.
Okay.
And knowing Apple, that would be December 30th. But if you need a write-off, it's a good time to buy a computer.
Now, processors are usually made where? Are they United States?
Well, actually, they're using Intel processors now and have been since, I think, 2006.
Right.
This is Apple's fourth major processor change.
Wow. And they're going to make their own.
Yeah, the first ones were in the original Macs, and those were Motorola chips.
Right.
Then they moved to the PowerPC chips, and then they moved to Intel, and now this is their fourth major change. In fact, the new software for Macs is now going to be Mac OS 11.
11, yeah.
And they have been running 10 since 2000. So almost 20 years it's been called 10 something.
So Apple making their own processors, your guess it's going to be better than what we had before?
Oh, yeah. And they have a lot of experience. In the last 10 years, all your iPhones and all your iPads have been running these processors.
Yeah.
And that's another benefit of moving to those processors for the Macs is that all the software that runs on iPhones and iPads will just automatically work on a Mac.
It will work on a Mac now. So now, are they still make PCs? Are they all laptops or pads?
No, they make both desktops and laptops.
Yeah. Okay.
So they just put out new iMacs, and these are probably the last Intel iMacs.
And these are really good already. So
yeah.
The next generation.
The big change in these is they moved everything solid state from Apple now. No more rotating drives unless you order them.
Yeah.
So they're all solid state drives. So they're all really fast. And the top of the line iMac is I think $2,300 now, and it includes a 512 gig solid state drive, and it has an 8-core processor.
Wow.
They say it actually beats that $5,000 iMac.
Yeah. Wow. Now, a lot of kids going back to school, it's kind of a crazy time. They're going to school, but they're not going to school. They're going to stay home and have to access their classroom through a computer. And are a lot of them going with Macintosh?
Yes, because they're very popular among kids, yes.
Yeah.
Actually, you cannot buy a laptop right now.
They're all sold out.
They're all sold out. Every kid, even though it's back to school, he's not going anywhere. They need the computer to work on Zoom in their office or their bedroom or whatever.
Well, I hear a lot of parents right now are having to be the technical person, and teachers are the technical advisor.
I've been the technical advisor to the teachers now.
Yeah.
I had one lady call me Sunday night just freaking out because she was having trouble with Zoom, and she had to do class the next morning, and so we got her going, calmed her down.
Why Zoom? Why do you think everybody's going through Zoom?
I don't know. It seems like the best of what's available out there. Somebody asked me about why don't I use FaceTime, which is Apple's conferencing, and it's number one, it's not available to everybody. So if anybody wants to come to my Mac Club meeting who doesn't have a Mac, they wouldn't be able to access it because if they didn't have FaceTime or if they didn't have a Mac.
Only on iPhone or Mac.
Right.
FaceTime, okay. We find we're using Facebook Video Messenger and, of course, Skype. I see Kelly and Ryan using Skype a lot right now. Mm-hmm. So, but Zoom's probably the most user-friendly.
Yeah, Zoom's been, they weren't quite ready for it with that, what hit them.
Yeah, I bet. Well,
but they're really doing well now.
They're having some crashes and stuff.
Actually, they had an outage Monday, I think.
Yeah. First day of school.
The first day of school, that extra 10 million people on there.
Yeah, all at once. Right?
All at once, exactly.
School starts at 8. Everybody be ready. So, now, what about the Mac Club? Are you guys able to meet?
We are actually doing Zoom meetings for our Mac Club. And we've had some really great guests this year that were willing to come, especially because it's Zoom. Like we had David Pogue, formerly the New York Times, and now with Yahoo, and he's written probably 100 books.
He does on technology
Macs.
reviews.
Yes. Yeah. And he's also big on CBS Sunday Morning.
Yeah.
You probably know him from CBS Sunday Morning.
I watch that every Sunday.
And he's just delightful. Yeah. And he spent over an hour with us. He was very, very, we were very grateful he spent that much time with us.
So you're finding the Mac Club, you're able to get broader, guests now because they can Zoom in instead of flying into Fresno or something like that. Yeah, that's super. That's super. Who would join the Mac Club?
Well, I always kid that it's a Mac 12-step group. Anybody who's interested in Apple products and wanting to get more out of them. So that basically what we do is
So more techies or mere mortals like me?
No, it's a wide variety of people.
Yeah, okay.
A wide variety of people. Some people come for help with the most basic things. And we actually spend some time teaching the very basic things. How to set up files, how to back up your computer, how to upgrade your computer, etc. Stuff like that, as well as what's new and great.
Yeah, my dad's 85. Can you teach him to text?
My oldest client is 95.
Yeah.
Your dad's just a kid.
He's a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I could get him to text, make my life easier. That way I could text him to reboot his computer.
You know what? You could text him. You could show him how to talk to his phone.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even have to type.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
So you hold on one button and you can text.
He would enjoy
without
that,
having to type on the little screen. That would probably make it a lot easier.
I'm going to get him a membership to the Mac Club. That's what I'll do.
Sure.
So what else is coming on here? Apple's always announcing things.
Yeah, so they're updating all the software this fall. New iPhone software, new iPad software, new Apple Watch software, new Apple TV software, and new Mac software.
Okay.
So they are upgrading everything. It's going very well. I've been using some of the betas. Apple does make public betas available. Let me say right up front, loud and clear, don't put the beta on your only iPhone because you might be out of a phone. It's going very well, and I haven't had any issues, but it is beta software.
Now, I've got 2 updates on my iPhone, I'd say in the last 3 or 4 weeks.
Right. One was a minor update.
One was pretty quick.
And it was actually called a supplemental update.
And because I got them so close together, I'm not techie, I was suspicious of it. Like, well, maybe somebody's sending me a fake update or something. But do you see a lot of that stuff in Apple, viruses and things like that?
I have not seen a virus in a Mac yet. I run antivirus software, and it finds viruses, but they're Windows viruses. Right. They won't do any harm to a Mac.
Okay.
Now, I kind of run it so that I'm not sharing viruses with my friends. I do have a few friends who use PCs.
Right.
Just a couple.
And even though your Apple might not be affected by the virus, you could pass it on to someone else.
It would be like spreading it around. It would be like not wearing a mask.
Right. Now, I want to get to this. We want people to call you, right?
Sure.
Who need some help, technical help, in anything Apple, from the phone to the pad to the PC.
And from helping them buy a new one to help them get rid of the old one.
Okay.
Setting up a new computer, upgrading a computer you have, upgrading software, upgrading hardware, training you, getting everything working together. That's a really big job for me. Getting your phone, working with your iPad, working with your computer, working with your network, working with your printers. Putting it all together.
You're telling us before we came on the air about the Apple TV device that you could stream through.
Right.
Also, you could make your phone, what's on your phone, project onto the TV through some miracle. But you could help people set up stuff like that that aren't accustomed to doing that. So.
Yeah, I help people set that up so they can actually do Zoom on their big screen.
Zoom on the big screen. Wow. Yeah.
So you could have a Zoom meeting, have it on the big screen.
Yeah.
There's a great picture on Facebook of the director of the Democratic National Convention, and he had like 75-inch screens, like 3 or 4 of them, covered with Zoom meetings.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
And that's how he ran he directed the DNC. It was pretty amazing.
I watched a lot of the Democrat convention and all those Zoom calls going on. I haven't seen the Republican convention, whether they're doing that same kind of thing. They just all get together. And
I don't know. I don't think I've seen Zoom yet on the Republican convention.
they all get together to share the virus amongst themselves, apparently.
Yeah, in the Rose Garden.
Well, Doug, I always ask all these millions of questions, and we're running short on time. Anything you want to talk about? Do we show all your pictures and the things we need to?
Yeah, and call me, or you can text me if you'd like, speaking of texting.
Okay.
And like I do make house calls. That's a real common question.
Right.
I don't work on Windows computers. That's another question. You're surprised how often your Mac guy gets a phone call from, hi, I have a Toshiba. Can you help me with it?
Yeah.
And it's like, what part of your Mac guy don't you understand?
I'm your Mac guy. He is the Mac guy.
That's okay.
Although I don't see, I saw another Mac guy in New York City. I've never seen anybody anywhere else who just specializes in Macs. So
there's hundreds of us.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I only know one. I only recommend
There's
one.
only a few in Fresno, but there are hundreds and hundreds.
559-277 iMac.
Yes.
What does that translate to?
4622.
277-4622. You could text him. You could call him. You still take phone calls,
Yeah,
huh?
you can email me.
Email him. What's your email address?
Doug@yourmacguy.com.
Doug@yourmacguy.com. And also, if you're just interested in Mac and want to tinker around, Doug could set you up with that iMac users group. And
if you have questions, give me a call.
All right, very good. It's Doug Cox, your Mac guy, my Mac guy, that's for sure. And text him, 559-277-iMac, or call him at 559-277-iMac. We'll be back with more Central Valley Talk right after this.